Yes. Let's take that down. So, big pop out of Europe. I think the European market closed up 4.5%. That's a big move. I'm sure they were. I wasn't really watching the European market, but I'm sure they're down more than we are. So, I think trying to worry about the FOC meeting is a waste of your fucking time, bro. I think it is what it is. You hold your positions and do what you do and follow the charts. That's what I think, man. I wouldn't spend 10 seconds worrying about what they're doing. Unless you're gambling, then I guess you might worry about it. We're technically back in the box. This will now be the second time we've broken the box, come back in the box. So it's not something we see often. And what I'm talking about is this box that was built over here. Now, obviously that was the anchor point on that box. It broke, gives us a new anchor point. But the fact that we're back in the box, is pretty bullish. So we'll see. Obviously, all the moving averages are still pointing down. Well, nobody really cares where you think it's going. Because if you could think your way and make it work, you'd be a fucking billionaire, and you're not. So nobody gives a shit. Everybody's opinions mean jack nothing. Just so you know. Mine included. So, if you could make money thinking in the stock market, all the smart people would be rich, and they're not. So it's a dumb man's game, baby. Dumb man's game. At some point, you gotta stop thinking, man. That's why you're all fucked up now. You're always thinking. Just start doing. Let's see. What's up, man? So we're back in the box barely. And we're barely above the 5. They are sloping down. Like he said, we are likely probably going down. I was saying we're in a bear market yesterday. Probably still there. We'll see if it changes. I don't really try to guess and guesstimate where the market is going. I just play what's handed to me. My opinions really don't matter. Let's see. What's up, Corey? Yeah, we'll see where we close. If we close under the box, that's not good. But we are back, right back there. And it's super important to look at this. I mean, we're right back to where we stopped before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're about to rip or run higher anytime soon. These are good levels to buy at. I mean, these are great places, especially as an index fund investor if you're trying to pick up some indexes. There's a lot of funds that are on sale. I just trimmed some well. It's one of them that's inside of my book. You don't have to die broke. It's a stock I've owned for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. The position's grown very large. It's now at true value. And I'm seeing other higher yield. This is a 10% dividend yield, the YYY. It's a fund made up of 30 other funds. I know, it's a lot, right? New position that I had at the beginning of the year, PFF. Nice little dividend yielder, 4.5% pays monthly. So if you notice, these have come down. It's building a box way under the 200. So this is where I'm looking at, adding. If it rips, I'll stop adding. That's how this game plays. The one that I trimmed today to keep building up this position, I've trimmed several now to keep building this position. Well Tower. Not quite a 70 RSI, but it's right near true value. And it right at here, it was like 69. A lot of sites you can find true value, man. Tip ranks, Morningstar. I usually use a couple. I mean, Yahoo is a good summarization. Yahoo Finance gives you a pretty decent. So this, Well Tower could push a little higher. I don't think so. I think this is about true value. So, down here I'm a buyer. Up here, not a buyer. Down a buyer, not a buyer. Make sense? I want to be a buyer on boxes on the bottom, stage ones. And if I'm going to sell, then I'd want to sell higher, right? The only reason I'm not selling, or that I would sell, is the position has grown large. I don't do it on every stock all the time just because it runs up and just because it hits true value. If my position is small, then I'll just leave it be. But how do you know a stock is at true value? True value, when I say true value, I just mean what is the price of if you were going to write a check, and if you were going to write a check for the entire company, that's true value. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. Stocks can trade at a premium. Doesn't mean it can't go a lot lower. Some stocks trade at a discount. Like Palantir right now is trading at about 50% below true value. And no different than a house. You can determine what the value of a home is pretty reasonably. Same in stocks. I use a couple of them. Morningstar is one. The one I usually use on here just because it's fast and easy is Tip Ranks. Morningstar works pretty good too. These are services that you can pay for. Put in the ticker and they'll give you, this is the average of the 10, 15 analysts that cover this stock. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bigger the stock, the more analysts that cover it. Okay? And if you have a stock that no analysts cover, it's because it's a shitty small stock. That's why they don't cover it. So the more a company like Caterpillar, Exxon, Verizon, they're going to have every bank on Wall Street's going to cover it. The smaller the company, the less and less banks they're going to cover it, or brokerage firms. So they got a $96 target. That's 7% upside. So there's a little bit of room. Not a lot. Not a lot. Versus a company like Hanes Brands is one that I've been adding to in my buy and hold. These are buy and holds, not trades. Hanes Brands is one I've been adding. Keeps trying to pop, keeps getting sold off. I don't know what's up with that. But this stock is way undervalued. So it pays a nice dividend. It's at $15. It's in a buy zone. And it's worth, they think, what did they say? Hold on. Help if I type the right thing. I think it's $21. So 40% upside. So that's what I like to see. And is there a lot of analysts covering it? Yes. So I want to accumulate in stage ones and look to sell or maybe take some gains in stage threes. Let's see. It was probably blank because I started it and stopped it, bro. I didn't have any sound when I first came on. Hey, GP, tried figuring out how to keep my preferences on stock charts when I type in a ticker at the top of the box when it's changed. Smart left. Any tips? Yeah, you should buy my course, Getting Started with Stock Charts. You greedy bastard. It's $40, and you would know the answer to that because I take you through using stock charts. But I'll show you right now, since you're too cheap to buy my course. I thought we were friends. Apparently you don't like me. You'd rather spoon your wife than spend $40 on a course. But if you come over here and you see where it says save as default, you see where it says that? When you click, when you do these, when you put in your moving averages and you come over here and you put all that, if you click save as default, it'll save it from there on out. So anytime you come up here at the top and see, I'm going to show you some of the little gems you guys don't know. If you come up here to the top and you put in, let's say, the SPY, right? It'll pull up the SPY chart with what you saved as default. Okay? Right here, I know, hard to see. Right there at the bottom of your screen. So one of the things I do in the course is go through all of this stuff one by one, explaining to you how to use it. Okay? And now, let's say you're fucking around. And let's say I take all these off. Let's take all these off for just a second. Say I want to play around with indicators, and I take all these off, and then I click update, and your screen is now blank, right? Which most of you deserve no indicators and a blank screen because you haven't done shit to deserve them. So if we come over here, and then we decide, hey, I want to add something cool to that, And let's say I add Bollinger Bands, and then I click Update. You just have Bollinger Bands. Now I'm going to show you something else. So that's on the screen now. We could change the color. If I was to type up here, it's going to go back to default. If I come over here and put in a ticker, let's say AT&T, it's going to keep the current screen and not go to default, okay? But if I go up here and put in T, watch what happens. Back to default. You're welcome. You're welcome, Donovan. I just helped you. Yeah, so a lot of good stuff in there, man, on stock chart. I like stock charts because it works on your phone, your tab. If you're at grandma's house and you want to get on her computer, all your shit's there. Works great. Plus, I like white backgrounds. A lot of you guys are dorks and you like black backgrounds. I don't know why. A lot of my friends do too. Most of the influencer traders use black backgrounds. Have you ever noticed that? Not many I'm using white. Why is that? Let's see. No problem, Donovan. Yeah, and you got to have a little subscription to do that. I like a white background. I can see it easier. Yeah, DLR is one we've been watching. Some of the guys in the Money Flow group have been buying this. Look at this solid stage one. This is where you buy. Now, this is one of those ones, if you've had any of my courses, my 30-day boot camp or any of these, I call this gray area. And it's like, it's a stage 1 and a 2 all at the same time. Is it breaking out? Not really. Not really. But it is above the 20. And the moving averages are coming together. And we know nothing can happen until that crossover happens, which is what you're seeing right now. So there was the crossover to the downside. Now we're getting the crossover to the upside. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. So I appreciate that. It is a good course. I went back through it again myself the other day. Let's see. Dark mode is easier on the eyes, Doug says. No. For all the nerds that stare at screens all day. Let's see. Exxon, new highs. This company deals in sanctions. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't still be in CLSK. CLSK is going to $30, guys. So this one we put out a while back. Caught the bottom, I might add, too. We were in and out of this one. Ooh, baby. This is going to easy 23. This is a $30 stock, though, guys. Might take it a minute. So same thing. These bottoms are tricky, right? But we want to see, and it's not a perfect. I'm going to show you where. There's some extreme, right? And there's the breakout off the bottom, off our box. But to be fair, this is a box, and there was our breakout. And price had stopped here before, right? So that would have been, in my opinion, a good buy zone. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. And that was a buy. And then look what happened. It collapsed. The reason you got to go light on the anytime you're buying on this side of the green line, you're going against the trend. You're trying to catch the bottom. So go light on those. Don't go heavy on those, okay? The breakout is right there when price moves. Now, in my book, a lot of my teaching is just around the breakout because I was primarily teaching swing trading in the book. If you trade with me, you'll notice I don't just swing trade. I don't swing trade often, to be honest. Most of my stuff is position trading, meaning I'll stay with this stock until it hits $30. Could take a year, could take 5 years. I don't know. As long as the business is fundamentally good, and that's what it's worth, then that's what we'll trade it for. Now, I'll move in and out of the sizing of it. You know, meaning the higher it goes, the less of it I want to own. Does that make sense? and we'll respect the RSI. So when it bangs the RSI, I'll start downsizing the position. Because before it gets to $30, it might do 10 money flow cycles. So think about that. We would buy on the breakout, sell into an stage 3, let it come down, start buying, right? Buy into the breakout, hits the stage 3, we start selling, comes down, and we'll play that game with that stock forever, or until it decides it doesn't want to play anymore, or it gets bought out. Get what I'm saying? And when you do that, it allows you to shrink the world of stocks you're watching. All of a sudden now you're watching 30, 40 stocks, man. And you get to know those stocks. That's the cool thing. Let's see. A lot of people are obsessed with jumping into constantly new stocks. I'm not a big fan of that. Hey, Antone, I don't know if you're just asking the dumbest, most annoying questions on purpose, but shut the fuck up and listen. How about that? Why don't you just listen? All right? Shut the fuck up and listen. So let's check on Bitcoin. We'll see. Nice breakout in Bitcoin going on. Let's see. Nice breakout. But here's the problem with Bitcoin. Yes, it's a breakout, but 3 times we've hit that level and haven't been able to clear it. So I'm not overly excited about that. It's in the right direction. I don't know. We'll see, man. We've had this. Look, right there, bang, gets sold. Right there, bang, gets sold. Can we get through this? If we can, the next target is around 50,000. And then this becomes the new bottom. Previous resistance becomes, what's up, Chris? Previous resistance becomes our base again. So, am I excited about the Bitcoin? I always like to see Bitcoin go, or Ethereum, any of them. But let's be honest. Again, sharpen your chart skills. This has held 3 times now. Well, not technically 3. It's been challenged twice. This will be the 3rd run up. And we've got a pretty good base going. I would not call this technically a breakout. I would call this a breakout inside a box. I mean, that's what we got going on. And it's a really wide box. So whenever this starts to happen, what you're seeing are traders. You're going to see these short-term traders are trading. They're buying, selling, buying, selling, buying. They're trading. There are trading strategies designed to trade inside of channels. And that's probably what you're seeing going on right here. If we break through that, the next target, is right around this 50,000 range. And then obviously we just keep going up, right? It's not science. It's not an art. I mean, it's not a science. It's more of an art on these levels. That's how I do it. If we go through the first one, I assume we go to the next one. If we go through the next one, I assume we go to the next one, to the upside and the downside. Yes, sir. Like Chris said, if it falls back in that box, we know what to do, right? So that's how you want to, really directional agnostic, the word agnostic. For you guys that smoked a lot of weed and didn't finish high school, that means you really, agnostic means you don't really have an opinion, like being Sweden. We're Sweden on price, We don't really have an opinion. Up, down, if it goes up, we know what to do. If it goes down, we know what to do. That's where you want to be, especially something like Bitcoin and Ethereum, where once you're in for the long haul, you know what to do. Yeah, man. Let's pin Chris's comment. It's a good comment. Yeah, it's a huge consolidation. I'm trying to think, what was that? We had CLSK is on a nice run. Same thing. This could easily get up here in this 13 range, and we've been in since like 650. So I know a lot of us are up 50-60%. It gets tempting to tap it. Be careful tapping those runaway winners. A runaway can make up for a lot of mistakes. let's say you bought just 100 shares here at 650 and this bitch runs to 23 bucks. That makes up for a lot of problems, right? Meaning you put $650 in and now it's 2,300. That makes up for a lot of mistakes. So let them run, man. If they'll run, don't cut them off. One of the worst mistakes, honestly, in my career has been not getting out of stocks. It was stopping a winner and not letting it run because I don't know, people do, man. They want to sell those winners. Trim them, let them go. Trim them, let them go. If they want to run, let them run, man. Place own activated. Well, so let's see. No, I was saying 650 is where we bought in. So we waited for the stage 1 to establish, waited for price to get above that 5-day. So this was our base box, and we started buying. I say we, I mean us. Where we're doing, right around in here is where we started buying. Then there's the breakout, and now we're just letting it run, right? Let's see. Yeah, man. Trying to think, what was another couple good ones we had going here? Where's let's check in on ARK. What's up with ARK? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not getting too excited here. I don't want to get too excited, man. I don't know if, we'll see what plays out. It's a good sign to see Bitcoin still holding its pop. But I'd be curious if we go back and look on those days that they popped before. Was it a Wednesday? Today's Wednesday, right? And we had those big pops in Bitcoin before. I'd be curious to know. Cover DS. Why would we cover DS? No. DS is going to $5, man. Stay with this stock. So this is a breakout, kind of. I mean, yeah, technically it's a breakout. We'll see. I'm in this stock. I think it's going to $5. I don't know when it gets there. It says I'm deep in ARK, over 200 shares. Wow. Careful. Sharing that 200 shares, you might get kidnapped, held for ransom. Is there any general guidance on a stock that is larger company, what the cycle looks like? If we could simply... Buyouts are tough. For me, they're more on feel. I had 3 buyouts last year. We had Stamps, we had Taco was a buyout, and one other. For me, they're just feels, man. I just get a feel for a company. I feel like it's undervalued, and in my mind, I figured Taco was a buyout. I think Lyft is going to be a buyout. It's still small enough that it could get bought out. Look at that. It's selling off. It was on the run, too. Fuck. Yeah, I hate these opens that open then green. I like it to open in the red and then move up, man. Is Square holding its pop, though? Sort of. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to give these a minute, man. I haven't bought. The only moves I made today is I trimmed Well Tower, took some gains, and pushed that money to some higher yielding stocks in my buy and hold account. Any thoughts on Square? I like it. I'm not buying any here just yet. I want to see if these levels hold, man. Buy more XL or wait for it to cool down? XL. No, man, it's too far past the buy zone. That was your day right here. It's too far now. You can't buy here, man. I mean, if you're a shitty trader, I guess you could. But I wouldn't. It's too far past the buy zone. Let's see. A lot of people are buying this RBLX. I like it. Nice chart. This is, if you're bottom fishing, you might have caught a bottom here. We'll see. Yep. I trimmed. He knew exactly what I put it in. It was PFF and then YYY, just raising the yield a little bit. So that was just a yield play. I think Welltower is pretty fairly valued here. So taking some gains, putting them in. I would have picked Gilead too, but Gilead needs to get back in the box. But I have a large position in Gilead right now. If you're not in Gilead, this is a 4.5% dividend yield, trading way below the 200. It's under pressure today. I really thought it was going to run. They had some trial 3 shit come out. This is a long established blue chip pharmaceutical company. I think you're just fine, and it could easily get back to 67 as a trade and up into the 70s again easily for buy and holders. Let's see. How do you filter stocks that are in the stage 1? Let me tell you how you do it, man. Here's how you do it. You get off your ass and look at charts and flip through them. Jesus. You come over here and you find a couple hundred stocks to follow. And you get off your ass and you click the button and then you click view all. Let me show you how to do it. You stop spooning with your girlfriend and wasting fucking time with your loser friends. And you sit here and you go through them. Look, stage 1. Look how hard this was. Sideways up, sideways down, sideways. I know, you're so fucking busy. You can't be bothered to use your thumbs and click things. But that's how you do it. All right? And you just start going chart after chart, and you follow the same shit every day. So every day of my life, I look at Dow Holdings because I own this stock. And then you just keep. Now, if you just want to, you can create filters. That'll do it. I think it's a terrible idea. I think it's terrible, but there's people that like filters. So there's a stage 1 right there, right? So if we're watching this stock and it starts to go sideways, and we can draw the line, right? There you go, stage 1. And as you watch them every day, visually looking at the charts, it'll become easier and easier, and you'll start to spot those stage 1s, man. So here's an idea. Stop spooning and wasting money on your girlfriend and watch these charts. That's how you do it. Let's see. ETRN is one that I've been buying. Not only has it created a box here, jumped up, now we're back above the 20, and we are back into a previous box. So that's I wouldn't buy Clove here, man. I wouldn't buy any of these penny stocks here. I don't trust the move. I wouldn't. I'd let them come up. I'd rather pay higher prices for them. You have John Murphy's default view. So my man here on YouTube says, I can't pronounce your name, sir. I'm not Spanish. How do you have the same view for all your charts? Well, the easiest way for you to do that, sir, is to buy my course, Getting Started with Stock Charts. So if you weren't greedy, you'd have my course, and then you would know the answer to that, and you wouldn't have to follow John Murphy's, which tells me you don't own the money flow. So not only can I not pronounce your name, you don't own my book. So let's see. GP, Big Oil, 2 years. What's your play 2 years from now? Uber. Yeah, I'm in Uber. I've been building Uber for sure. Uber's one of my big 2-year plays. Let's see. So that's how I do it. I just go down the old-fashioned way. Where is Uber today? I'm sure it's not holding that pop. Yeah, it's not holding the pop, man. So I don't know. I haven't done many plays at all, I'm going to be honest. Anybody in the money flow, they keep asking me if, did you send anything? No. I mean, I've made some buy and hold moves. I was nibbling on Gilead. We were nibbling on, there's a lot of buy and holds out there that are still nibbable here. As far as trades, I don't really trust this setup. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to see him hold. Yep, still in CRDF. I haven't added any of these, man. The last ad I think I did was PLTR. Let's see. I like Palantir here. I would have said I liked it here, and I would have said I liked it here. So Nothing's jumping off at me. We've had some big moves. Yeah. Yeah. I like what Chris just said there too. Thank you, sir. I got a bunch of views on that video we were on, Chris. Added to AGNC. Yeah, those are good, man. So we got a lot of good buy and hold setups. Look, it's trying to break out. Beautiful. So we rode this one pretty well. Bam. And if you remember, we called an audible on this day. I don't think we got the very, very bottom, but that's the day the Russian invasion started. And I was like, man, just buy your favorite stocks. That dip was ridiculous to open down that low. And the RSI was just banging. Don't I hear people all the time repeat that back to me. I'm calling an audible. Don't call audibles all the time. It should be a rare event, and don't do it on earning calls. Is my suggestion. If the market is in an uptrend and your stock's getting smashed, don't call an audible. Whenever I do it, it's because the entire market is being smashed, what I believe to be unfairly. And I don't do it very often. You'll hear me do it every so often. I'll say, hey, audible. And that just means that just from my years of being in the markets every day, this is too low, too far, too fast. And we'll nibble, and we've caught a bunch of stocks like that. There's the actual buy signal right there. And then now we're trying to move higher. So, but to be fair, we were nibbling in here too. So, yeah, man. Have you done well trading RVLV with the flow and support zones? Well, money flow works on everything. It just stock selection is super important. Let's see. RVLV. I've never. Revolve Group. I like the flow of this chart, though. I mean, that's what you're wanting to see, right? These nice long down moves, starts to go sideways. Even though this one failed, you still like to see that base. You want to see a stock that has nice movement to it, where you can see these bottoms. Now, how do I define a bottom? Super simple. When price starts to go down, you're going to see the numerical alignment of moving averages change, right? And we call that a stage 4 decline. And you're going to see 20-day down. The blue is the 10-day. I call these minor moving averages. That's why they're dotted. And then they will stay in this alignment until a bottom starts to form, at which time you will see they start to come together, meaning they just kind of start to turn. Now, we don't need them all exactly to turn. And that's not for certain that it is the bottom. It may be one bottom. And what do you mean? Well, there's another one. And the same thing happened. It turned back down, and then the moving averages right there started to go sideways. So what I'm doing is I watch this as I'm, and obviously it's easier in retrospect. So I always backdate the chart and then keep it going forward. I'm looking for these anchor points, the highest high and the lowest low of each little move. So we can just so you can get a visual, let's just do them here, right? There's one right there. And what I'm looking for is these to hold, right? So if I was to draw a line that way, over here we did one, over here we draw a line, and over here we draw a line. Now notice that one held. So that tells me we have a box going on here, right? And a lot of time you don't even need the anchor point. You can just see it, right? There's a box. You can just see it forming. Sometimes the anchor point will be above the box, which is very typical, meaning price goes up, next day up, next day up. Let's say it's been doing this for weeks and weeks, and then all of a sudden it goes up, turns right around, and puts in a down day, right? Let's take this up a little. Well, that would be our highest high, so we'd put our anchor point. And then the days kind of wing on, and price does this. What happens? Well, now we're drawing a box, right? And then what? Then all of a sudden it'll turn down. And when it turns down, right in there, you're going to see this right here where price goes under the green line, the moving averages invert the other way, and now they're going down. And now we know we got a full-blown stage 2 decline, right? Right here. Now, none of this is in it, what would you call, none of this, as this goes down, I have no idea how far it's going to go. And as it goes up, I have no idea. Now, having traded for a long time, I do get feelings, and I make fun of people for saying, I think. You might be right. I don't know. That's just, when I do that, I'm really just trying to stress to new people, nobody really knows. So be careful thinking, oh, well, that guy's smart, so he knows. That's if it was that easy, all smart people would be rich. And it's just not. We don't know how far it's going to go down, but we do know what it looks like. And it means it stops. And then there's a lowest low of this arm or leg down, right? And I call that the anchor point, and that's usually the lowest low. And then price starts to go sideways, and we see what we call a box. The 5 EMA, if you have my book, is called the trigger. I'm always looking for that. Notice meaning price is above it. Look what's happening today. There's the 5 EMA, price is above it. It's above and we're back in the box. So interesting what's happening there. So all our models do, and like the professor said, valid point, nobody can predict the future. All our models do is show us a repeatable pattern, and the money flows fractal. Any good trading system is going to be fractal in the sense that you could do it with a small account, you can do it with a large account, and also it's fractal in a nature of oftentimes with the time frame. You could do it, like the professor might be looking at a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour chart, and I'm looking at a daily, and we're both looking for similar things: support and resistance, breakouts. Our time frame may be different, but the concepts are the same, right? And even inside of that, we don't know. So I would have said, yeah, breakout. If we're looking at this, that's what they all look like. They all look like this. Breakout. And here's what I know. Wherever price has been before, it's probably going to go again. And then I know whenever the RSI goes extreme, it tends to top out, which is what we saw here. So I know those two things to be true as a general rule. And so all I can do in trading is just go with what works a lot of the time. That's it. That's gambling. That's everything. Right? You can go off hunches. Some people have a natural talent for that. I don't. And I don't think you can teach talent or hunches. You know what I mean? I can't teach intuition. I can't teach conviction. Maybe I can inspire you to have it, but I can't go, okay, here, read this and you'll have conviction, or read this and you'll fully understand. Like, it doesn't work like that. Neither does experience. Experience is just something, you can't hack it. You just got to do it. And, so for me, if I was trading this, I'm looking to sell some here and then sell some up in here. And then what? Once it rolls over, I'm out as a trader right there. That would be it. You completed the move. Buy, trim, hit it, out. That's flipping houses. Buy, fix, sell, out, right? So if you're doing that, where was I? Thought we had another one here. Did I just close that chart? Oh, duh. So that's your trade. That's swing trading, okay? And then you want to be out when it turns down. If you're position trading, that's not position trading would run different. So just get real clear what you're doing, and then the clearer you get, the easier it'll be for you to interpret the movements of price. But don't think man. It always makes me laugh. Like, oh, this is going. No, you don't know shit. You have no idea. There could be a nuclear fucking bomb go off tomorrow, and everybody's big plans are changed. Let Putin fire a nuclear bomb. Let's see how fast your plans change. Just like that, it's over. Every plan you had laid out changes, just like that. And that's the market, man. Are you trading? Learn a switch. Man, let's see. Where are we at? How does global events affect your anchor point? It doesn't. Puts in an anchor point. I mean, the price is the price. It doesn't matter the reason. And when you're new to trading, you'll actually think that stuff is important. It's not. One of the things I've learned too, the newer people are, the more the newer or the new to watching. I had this my brother-in-law last night. I said, "Are you? How's your 401k?" And he said, "I assume it's down. I'm not looking." Why aren't you looking? Well, I'm not near retiring. And I was like, why would you need to look when you're retiring? Well, then I would need to probably get out. I'm like, so let me understand this. You're not getting out now, but if you were old, you'd be getting out? Yeah. Why? Well, the market would be going down. Then why don't you get out now? Oh, I want to buy more. Okay. None of the thing you said makes any fucking sense. Why would just because you're old you need to get out? If it's an opportunity for you now, why wouldn't it be an opportunity for you then? Like, at what age does it stop being an opportunity? I don't like that concept is so weird to me that let's what is this guy? All right, man. There's no you don't need ever to get all out. Even when you're retired, you're not getting out, man. Like you're just gonna, trim it and pull a little bit off, man. Oh yeah, everyone has a look at this guy. All right, look, and I don't know what it is about these fucking bots, man. So yeah, I haven't done much today, man. I'm still just watching. I'm looking to build my art position. I bought some a little lower here. Um, looking at all the same ones, man. So we'll see. Anybody got something on YouTube to say important? He does have a point. When you're younger, you have more time to make it back. All right, Cody. Let me fix your fucking brain. The average bear market lasts 2 years. You're not going to be in retirement for 2 fucking years. You're going to be in retirement for 20 fucking years. So you need your retirement to grow even when you're retired. This is the dumbest concept that old people take all their money out of the stock market. They don't do that. You pull 4 fucking % off your retirement. Maybe 5, maybe 3. So if the market drops, you just keep doing what you were doing. You should by then have a lot of money. And so you just relax and you watch it. The problem is people have ignored it for 20, 30 years, and then they're retired and they sit around watching Fox News being scared, and they think, oh my God, I can't make it back. Well, of course you can make it back. The account's going to make it back. And then what you should do is nothing. Just keep drawing your 4%. That's it. So, but the problem is they haven't watched. The reason they have money is they haven't watched and they've let it grow. And now they have time and they want to now start watching, but they don't have 30 years of stock experience. And so they get scared. So hopefully that's what you're trying to overcome now, is get all that shit out of your system now so when you're old, you know what to do. Let's see. When I'm old, I'm going to be 100% in stocks. Fucking buying stocks. I hear people saying you need to divert. Bullshit. Yes, this is streamed on YouTube. Why would I want to stop making big gains when I'm 65? I want to make bigger gains. But anyway, man, I digress. All right. Anybody with lipstick like that gets blocked. He never has a point. Let's see. Thinking of helping me through this, first time dealing with it. Definitely won't be your last time dealing with it. So, see how you handled it now. It's probably how you're going to handle it in the future. And so see your mistakes you made, the panics you made, and these growth stocks are going to come back and they're going to run up and everything's going to be fine. And you're going to be like, wow, I should have. I know, but I could tell that was a fake account, Limbra. I wouldn't block you for lipstick. I just knew that was a fake account. Uh-oh, Mr. Beach is back. Lenny, what's up, man? I'm going to the beach on Friday, bro. Except it's going to be cold and raining. CELH. And then we'll look at this. I'll get out of here. I'm working on taxes today. Corporate taxes. Yeah, growth stock looks like shit. We'll see. Oh, it's every day, Professor. Every day. Uh-oh, Lenny. You got the ladies excited. Yeah. I don't know. This is a horrible chart, bro. There's no box. It's not above the 5. I would give this time. I wouldn't jump on this. If you're in it, I would just sit still. I guess it's holding this box there. I don't know. I don't like it, man. I had to get your email converted to a binder. Where is Roku today? Let's see. Nope. I wouldn't add any of these, man. I wouldn't add any of these growth stocks just yet. Spotify, Square, none of them. I would wait, man. I would wait. Twitter might be an exception. It's a big cap. Let's see what Twitter's. Yeah, Twitter's got a pretty nice base going. I'd be comfortable adding to Twitter. It's not dead. Why would you say that PFF is dead? PSFE is not dead. It's just fine. Yeah, I like Twitter. I like Twitter here. Most of these others I would not be looking at adding to right now. I would wait and see how they do. Give it a few days here. Yeah, we looked at ARK. ARK's okay. I would wait. Only things I'm looking at are some buy and holds right now. Some buy and holds. Use the ticker, sir. Act like you've been in stocks for more than a day. It's MSFT, Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft's following the indexes, so it's all right. It's under the 200. I don't know. It's not super cheap here, but, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I like it. But it's not cheap. What do they think Microsoft's worth? These are layup stocks, man. It's like saying, what do you think about Apple? What about Apple? Should I buy Apple? What about Apple, Gerald? What about Apple? Yes. What about Google? Should we buy Google? Yes. What about Amazon? Should we buy Amazon? Yes. It's called the QQQ. Just buy that. That's all of them. There you go. You just bought Apple, Microsoft, Intel. This is the big stock picks. Should we buy Apple? What about... I remember when everybody used to ask me about Tesla. Where all the fucking Tesla people go. Oh, it went down. They lost their heart for it. Tesla looks good here, though, man. Tesla looks set to run. What about Tesla? Tesla looks good. XLK. Yeah, you can do XLK. I'm in the TQ, which is the triple leveraged, which is the same thing, basically. Nice spot for that. This is a 50%. You get back to the highs, you're going to make some money in the TQ, but you gotta have the cojones to ride it down or play it. I guess you could play it just to the upside. Put a stop loss right here and just play it, man. I like the Qs here. I like the TQ. I'm in SOXL as well. It's kind of an aggressive trade. We're down on it. I haven't sold it yet. We are underwater in that trade. Bought it the same day. If you follow me on YouTube, as we were talking about the UTSL, we took profits yesterday. You say, why yesterday? Because that was our high. So there's our anchor point. And you say, why did you sell yesterday? It hit previous high and the RSI hit 70. So those are the rules. So if you look, that was our box for our stage one. We bought some, then we're running. There's our breakout, and there was our target. So we hit target number one. So you would downsize the position. So any move down, you have less shares than on the way up. That's how you want to do it. So we'll wait and see, and then we'll see what about nickel prices skyrocketing affecting the car manufacturing for Tesla. All right, that's why it's cheap. You realize, right, without problems, stocks aren't cheap. You only get a stock cheaper when there's a problem. So whenever you show a stock that has a problem, people go, but what about the problem? Yeah, that's why it's cheap. If there's no problem, it'd be fucking expensive. That's why you get cheap houses. There's problems. So you're buying problems. Let's look at Starbucks. McDonald's, man. Some of you guys are getting lucky. Look at McDonald's. Juicy, juicy. They have a lot of stores in Russia. I think they closed 500 of them. And they're going to pay the little bastards in the Ukraine and Russia. Straight down. I would not buy this here. We're going to wait. And it's also below the 200, which we really like, right? Let's see. Starbucks. Ooh, Starbucks trying to make a comeback. I can't buy for me too soon. I know some of you guys. Some of you guys need medication. Don't have the... Get going a little quick. So there's our lowest low. And now I need a few days of sideways action. May or may not give it to us. Maybe it rips. I don't think it will, man, but we'll see. You could technically call this previous box. I don't know that we're in that. McDonald's puts might be the move. Man, no way. You'd have done the puts way back when. It's too late for puts now. This is way undervalued. So you could easily get back into the 116 on Starbucks. I like this one. This is a good play. Yeah, it's too late to be trying to short McDonald's, bro. $850 closed in Russia. They had that many? Holy moly. Let's see. Yeah, so anytime you have a company has problems, that's why it's cheap. Checking on oil. There was no quit in oil. Oh, it's down today. Nice. I was saying yesterday it was probably a temporary top in oil. Once the president talked, you had this little reversal. There's your anchor point. How far down does it go? I don't know. It's still holding a little bit of support here, but I don't know. Maybe it comes down into the 74 range. I don't know, man. I'm pretty heavy in these. I've already trimmed CVX. Let's do CVS. No, nothing looking good, man. Somebody says Neo looks good. NIO. Yeah, I guess. If you're short CVX, oh my God, you're out of your fucking mind. Are you crazy? Shorting an uptrend. Better be careful, man. If you are shorting this, which I would never tell you to do because you're going against the trend. But if you're gambling like she is, then I would definitely have a stop right there. Because it could keep going. Kramer told you. I hope you're kidding. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to mention this. Somebody mentioned Hood. Let me show you something about Hood that's interesting. It hasn't really dropped. This week, I mean, not much, man. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. I like it here, man. I feel like it's bottomed. I can't get it behind you guys buying call options into a down market though. To me, that's crazy. Let's see. I mean, all it's got to happen is fucking Russia just mentions the word nuclear weapon, and you're blown out of your position. UPST is a buy here. Let's see. UPST. Oh, Upstart. No, bro. This is a stage 4 decline, man. These moving averages are pointing the wrong direction, man. Look, you're getting a sell signal, bro. I would see that as a sell signal. Maybe this level holds in here. I wouldn't sell it. I'm just saying I wouldn't see that as a buy signal. We'll see. Give it a minute and see if that level holds. But I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're looking at it, you're back into this stage 1. Maybe. We'll see. Once it moved pretty decent though, man, and stopped at a previous high. So to me, this would be a new stage 4 possibly forming. I don't know. Now, Upstart. It is what you said, right? UPST. I remember JAG-X was one of those ones that ran really high, wasn't it? Let's see, JAG-X. Yeah, man. Let's see. Wow, dude. What price did you buy this JAG-X at, man? What is this? Jaguar Health. It looks like it was obviously a scam because now it's 40 cents. Yeah, that stock's going to zero, bro. I mean, I don't know if it goes to zero, but Dimitri, when you gotta stop buying all these penny stocks, man. Let's see. I've had several penny stocks go to zero, so it's par for the course. Par for the course. It's going to happen, man. They might do a reverse split. I wouldn't buy any penny stocks here at all. We had a big pop out of polos when we were holding yesterday. I couldn't tweet it. I had no internet or text it, but we took some off at the $5 range. And you say, why? Look where it stopped when it ran up. I mean, look at that. Previous high. Look at that. It's exactly where it stopped. Previous high. To the almost a penny, dude. Isn't that crazy? No. Literally every stock you guys have mentioned, I hate right now. I would not be buying any of those. And I would keep the positions small. Any of these, anytime you do penny stocks, make sure their position size is small. What program are you on, Jesse? This is called stock charts. If you'd stop spooning your friends and own my book, you would know that. Because I say writing the book, but instead you're spooning your friends and not owning my book. Tells me you don't even like me. How come you don't like me, sir? Yeah, Paul. Gilead still, I would hold up on just that doesn't answer the problem, sir. How come you don't have my book? And why do you keep wasting $40 fucking on trash that you throw literally into your trash can and you don't have my book? You literally buy that much shit every day and throw it into a fucking trash can, and yet you don't have my book. Why? What is wrong with you, man? What in the fuck is your problem? Yeah, I'm in NVX. Now that Jesse ruined my whole day. Let's see. NVX. Yeah, looks good. We'll see. Still a stage 1. Yeah, I don't trust this move at all today. We'll wait and see. Start forking. And that's it, man. That's really, there's some good stocks back in the box. Like he said, FedEx is back in the box. There's a few others. Yeah, you need to buy the book. I'm writing Jesse down. Jesse, I'm writing you down. If you don't have it tomorrow, I'm just blocking you, bro. You haven't committed, man. You haven't committed, man. You're just wasting everybody's time. You've been wasting the universe time for like 30 years. The universe is waiting on you to do something, and you're just spooning. I don't know what you're doing. But we're waiting on you to do something, man. Where's Merck? I wouldn't buy any of these small caps, man. Merck looks good. Cisco looks good. I hear you, Professor. Merck looks good. Pfizer, where's Pfizer? Pfizer looks good. Oh, stage 2 breakout going down in Pfizer. I know, I'm just playing with you, Jess. I know it. I know, man. You got to save up, bro. I get it. If you save $2 a month, just think, by the end of the year, you could afford my book. And then we would be friends. Let's see. Yep, I like Pfizer here. Pfizer's heavily undervalued. Let's see, Professor S, you were you were live like all day yesterday. Every time I turned my phone on, it showed you live. 24% upside in Pfizer. This is a good one, man. I like Pfizer here, man. I like Pfizer here. So this is a good one. ETH is breaking out, right? ETH is breaking out. Let's see. I am breaking his balls, but if he does save $2 a month, he could buy my book by the end of the year. Let's see. See, it's not holding it, man. It's not holding it. It's not holding it. What's up, Professor? Why is ETH not holding it, man? How are we gonna get a school if we look at Bitcoin breaking out, man? Bitcoin dominance, baby. Bitcoin dominance today. Hey Zev, why don't you be quiet, bro? Like, you typing that in and I'm gonna literally fucking block you right now. Alright, let me block this guy. He's a fucking ass clown. Let's see. Is he a bot? Let's see. Me chill? You chill. Trying to bully me, man. Let's see. And he just told me what to do. So now I'm really getting pissed. Let's see. Solana. I've been putting in a big swing. It's not really a swing trade, but a position trade in DOT. I'm looking to unload it in that 28 to 30 range. Well, Zev, if you want everyone to get in it, here's an idea. You could work your ass off every day and build a YouTube channel and get a bunch of people to follow you, and then they'd be happy to listen to you. Till then, why don't you let me run the fucking class? Let's see. How about that? That's an option. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to look. And based on the quality of this stock, may determine if you're ever back on this. Come on, man. It's goddamn penny stock. So what is so revolutionary about this? The buy zone was yesterday. Jess, GP is joking with you. No hate, no negative. Oh, is he sensitive? Are you a sensitive man, Jesse? Are you going to be okay, little man? Let's see. Is Jess going to be all right? It's all right, man. You can keep spooning with your girlfriend. I'm not going to get mad at you. Let's see. We're just playing, man. We got to pick on somebody every day, man. That's what I do. Zeev would love all of you guys to look at this stock, VLTA. I'm sure if I go to tip ranks, it says it has 200% upside. Now that he's hijacked the fucking class and he's decided to bully me, instead of being respectful about it, he's just gonna fucking spam the shit out of my thing until I see it. So now that he's gotten my attention, let's look at it. So yeah, 150% upside. A lot of analysts following it. That's unusual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, nice move. It's breaking out. There we go, man. Now, why would I block you? We've known each other a long time. Did he get it from Molly? No. Looks like a legit play. Super hot sector. Only one that hasn't run yet. Super undervalued. Yep, looks nice breakout, sir. Even though you spam my channel, nice breakout. Based on your years of knowledge, how accurate is tip ranks? Tip ranks is perfectly accurate. Now, this is a good question, but you guys think that means, not you guys, some people think that means if they say a stock's going to $8, then even if fucking Russia invades a country and the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, that the analysts don't know what they're doing. No. The price they're giving you is if you were to pay cash for the whole company. That's what they're giving you. Now, let me prove to you that it works. An example, we've had a few of these. Let's say, the recent one was Taco. We were trading this stock. We said it was worth about $12.50. That's what every analyst had on it. That was the average price. This guy was $12.50. Well, the stock got all the way down to like $7. And you might say, well, fuck those analysts. They obviously don't know what they're talking about. And then Burger King bought it, and it sold for $12.50. There you go. And I could show you many of those where that's the price. And when it hits that price, you'll see the stock tend to stop moving up. Let's look at Pfizer for an example. Where did Pfizer put in its high? If we look right here in the $60 range, right? So if we come over here and we ask tip ranks, what is Pfizer worth? It says $60. So when it hits $60, everyone on Wall Street or owns a fund goes, shit. Also, the RSI was extreme. So they start taking profits. And look what happens. It comes down. Now it's valuable again because there's all this upside. And that game plays out over and over and over and over as prices swing from undervalued, right, which would be stage ones usually, to overvalued, which are stage threes usually, right there. And so if I'm position trading, when I can catch a stage three at true value, I want to start to get out of the stock, downsize it, downsize it, downsize it. But what if you hit a stage three and it's still undervalued 40, 50%? Trim a little, and I keep playing the game until we get to true value. That's called position trading. Stamps was one. I'm trying to think, there's another one. Let's just get rid of this guy. And then let me block this guy. So, get rid of that guy. Make sense? Make sense? Work was one. That was one of the other ones. I was trying to think of what work was one. Let's see. One of these days, two of my boys are coming to Noah and have beers. That would be cool. That'd be a hell of a flight for you, man. That's a long ways from where you live. But that would be fun. Zynga. That was the other one. Damn, couldn't think of it. My brain's getting old. Let's look at Zynga. Is it still showing on the charts, or did they take it down? Zynga. Yeah, Zynga was one that I thought. This one I think actually went a little under from what we thought it was going to be. But it was still much higher. 994. Yeah, it was a little bit under. So remember, we were playing Zynga, and then bam, they're buying it. And where are they buying it? Right here. So you guys that are in apartments, it's been bought. It's over. That's the price. Interesting, huh? So Zynga was a banger too. I know. I wish I had more. I didn't have any Activision. I kept telling people to buy it, and I didn't even buy it. I was so pissed at myself for that. I know, Zeev. I'm just playing with you, bro. He said his life is complete. Yeah, Activision was a no-brainer, and dude, I didn't buy it. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see. No, I don't use stock twits. I use Twitter. Same handle, Full Auto 11 on Twitter. You got in big on Activision. Smooth move, man. I wish I would have. Intel, I'm in. I know a lot of people are in AMD. Intel keeps holding this 20. Looks good. Looks set to go higher. $55, if you're swing trading it. Even as an investor, once it got up into that 50, 55 range, I'd probably take some off the table. And what's up, Curvy? And add it to something else. Yeah. Well, each deal's different. Anytime there's a buyout, the deal's different. Sometimes they're going to give you partial shares in cash. Like maybe let's say they buy it at $10 and half of it is in stock, half in cash, meaning they'll close out your position, give you half of it in the new stock and half of that value in cash. I usually just get out because that wasn't the game plan, for me. I usually just take the money and run. We're doing shares one, right? Yeah, we're doing shares. I would wait on shop. It's too soon on these, man. I'd wait on these. I don't know. If you don't mind bottom fishing, maybe this is the bottom, but I'll be honest, I just don't like any of these growth stocks right now. I've been nibbling on ARK, but yeah, I don't like stock twits though. Too many tickers, too much shit on there, man. Let's see. Oh, here's a sleeper you might keep an eye on. Playboy. This is a sleeper here. And let's see what they think it's worth. PLBY. Interesting company. It's basically a licensing deal. $30. It's been reiterated a bunch. The wrong kind of stock for this environment. I really do like it. George Kelly, he's a handsome fella. He's a 5-star rated analyst, has really big ears. George, he's got a $45 target on it. It's a $15 stock. One I'm keeping an eye on, it's going sideways. I think it's in a bottom here, man. I like the space sector. So this is just a new idea. Playboy. I actually own a little bit of this. What is another one? Cara was one. It's already breaking out though. We missed it. I was watching it the other day and then it popped, pulled back, and I should have bought here and I didn't, and now it's ripping. So yeah. So I would keep, that Playboy one's an interesting play. It could rip. Some of these smaller therapeutics are ripping now. Cara's one. Maybe some of these others will start ripping. We've had some good action in the Discord group with people trading around these. I'm not heavy in any of them, but we have people that do trade them that are doing well. So, yeah, Shop, Spotify, all those. I'm not excited about them right now. Oh, if you got GLD calls, you've been killing it. Congratulations. I trimmed back most of my gold at the previous high. Probably a little too soon, obviously. Jesus, it's hard to tell secrets around George, but he hears all the news. Where do I find your Discord link, Paul? Paul, you got to own my book, and then you can apply to get in. If you go to page 29 of the Peters Report, it talks about it. So if you go to my newsletter, click over, go to the end, you can see all that stuff. XPO, Kano, and LSC are all breaking out. Yep, there's a lot of these breaking out. I don't know how far up we go though, man. I'm just not digging it, man. I'm not feeling this move, but we'll see. I try not to trade my feelings. I just trade what I see on the charts. But, this war's not going to get better anytime soon. Oil is not going down anytime soon, and gold's probably going to keep going higher. But we'll see. This Bitcoin breakout is interesting. We'll see if it can hold. If it does, that's cool. I'm not looking to add anything here. I'm kind of focused on my buy and holds. I got Gilead low. I've got ETRN low. I got AG&C low. I got MFA low. There's like 10 things that pay between a 5 and a 10% dividend yield that are literally on sale right now. And I'm a little more focused there than trying to continue to buy the bottom of growth stocks. I can come back to the growth stocks if they hold up, and we can always buy them higher because they can go a hell of a lot higher. I want to get these dividend yields that are on, like here's a 10%er, dude. It's 10%. It's gone straight down. Pays a 10% dividend yield. Pays monthly, right? PFF pays monthly. It's gone straight down. AG&C pays monthly. It's gone straight down. ETRN. These are all. So for me, I would love to get a bunch of these. They're all undervalued. I think they're going to go higher quicker than the growth stocks are for sure, in my opinion. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, that's fine too. Growth stocks go up, good. My shit will go up with them. How often does your newsletter go out? It just doesn't really go out, man. You just go to thepetersreport.com, and if I've updated it, it'll be updated, and you'll see the date in the beginning. So if you go to the front, it'll tell you the last time that I updated, which was 3/2, which is, you see how little I've done. Just been watching. I kind of summarize what's been going on. I do that about once a week, and then in here I throw various videos throughout the time. And then I usually have a trade of the week in there, and then just charts that I'm looking at, or here's some we were selling, right? And I just explain why I'm selling it. My buy and holds are in there. All the stocks that I trade around, the basic breakdown of the money flows in there. There's some stocks that I track every, not every day, but they're updated every week, every month. The SPY, a few others, AG&C's a core holding. So, yeah, growth stocks aren't holding. That's why I'm saying to me, it's too soon to even really, we need to wait on these growth stocks. I'd put your money to use in some of these buy and holds, is my opinion. What were the buy and holds? They're all in my newsletter there. If you go there, I think it's page 18. But AG&C, Gilead, GILD, ETRN, PFF. There's a bunch of them, man. All right. You guys be good, man. Yeah, you can always catch this on YouTube. Talk to you later. And yeah, petersreport.com. So just go there.